Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 24th of October 2020. This is a weekly video where I go over all of the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books, which you can see on the screenshot here. So we'll go through each pair. Now, before we go through, I'll just bring this up. As I always say, this is just an outline of what all the different things are on my charts. You can pause the video, read this, or take a screenshot, do whatever you wish. I'll bring it up at the end of the video also, but I normally go through it all anyway in the video. But if you read that, it just gives you an idea what all the different coloured lines are, what the indicators are, etc. And like I always say with the videos, if you don't understand me or I talk too quick, English is not your first language, just slow the video down, or if you get bored, fast forward the video, do whatever you wish. But yeah, there's plenty of notes on the charts and that, and I'm happy if anyone's got any questions about any of the charts, I'm more than happy to discuss them at any time via email, in the Facebook group, Telegram channel, YouTube, etc. So any questions, just fire away. If you do like these videos, please hit the subscribe button. If nothing else, hit the like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. And thanks to everyone that's subscribed to the YouTube channel and everyone that's joined any of the groups like Facebook or Telegram, etc. Much appreciated, and everyone's more than welcome too. Now, all my trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet on the daily charts and the 12-hour charts too. But the daily is the ones I publish the actual trade entries every day at the time, and any updates to those trades as I go along, etc. So that's all published in the Telegram and the Facebook groups at the time, and those trades are all recorded on a shared spreadsheet. There's over 1,000 trades now, I believe, on the daily charts, so there's plenty of I take screenshots of every trade and also put that in a shared folder which is accessible via the Facebook group also, so no dramas. Alright, so this is Trading View. This is what I currently do all my analysis on. This is my watch list on the right. These are all the pairs I'm currently trading on the daily time frame. The highlight in blue means I've got trades on. No highlight, no trade. If they're in this pinky orangey colour, means I'm probably looking at something coming up. More than likely it's a Saturday today, so this will be on the Monday. The good thing about Trading View is I'll show you when I get to one of these pairs. No. So right. Now we look at the Usd Swiss. So these are in alphabetical order, so we'll just work our way through the names up here. You can see it on the watch list there, and I've normally got it written. So I have my notes on the charts here. S1 sequence 1, S2 sequence 2, where they are marked on charts, where those sequences commence. Now previously I was taking a lot of hedge type sequences, not so much these days. Now I'm only taking the hedging, using the hedging technique when I've got a good setup that I like. Something normally revolves around hidden divergence. Hidden divergence I love. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I rave on about it. And the MACD Platinum, which is a zero lag MACD, which is this indicator down here, creates a lot of hidden divergence. A lot of divergence actually all around, but especially hidden too. So that's when I'll do the sequence, the hedging sequence. But in the meantime, I've got these old sequences. You'll see in a few pairs I've still got to clear. So S1's from a long time ago. This is a pair. You can see my profit to date, $68, and that's a year and a half, nearly, I don't know, it might even be 2 years. And that's all based on a 0.02 lot, which is 20 cents a pip. It's still, even though it's profitable, it's a pair. Once I'm finished, I'm ditching this from my watch list. I've had enough of it. So I've got this sequence going on here, sequence 1. You can read all my trades here, they're all there. Break-evens are the yellow lines up here. Sequence 2 is the latest, it was a buy in here, and there's a stop in place, which is a red dotted line. My overall break, you'll see 2 yellow lines because I've got an overall break-even for all trades, and I've got a break-even for sequence 1. That's why there's 2 yellow lines there. Blue trend lines, if you read my notes, just mean I'm looking at something. In this case, that's a big sort of resistance level up here. This was a support level. We're trying to get back up to it. Red lines, bearish divergence. Green lines, bullish divergence, either forming or formed. So that's it for the Aussie Swiss. Got to get up to these yellow, up to this point. You know, like with the MACD Platinum, I'm looking to buy when it's below the zero level and sell when it's above the zero level. The problem with a lot of these charts is on the daily time frame is this big chunk in here. That's the COVID. That's like February, March, April, the height of the COVID when the markets went absolutely crazy. It throws all these daily charts out, and it looks like this thing's just going sideways. So if I make it, if I make it a little bit bigger, you can see there's decent moves there. It just looks worse when you have the COVID stuff in here. So we'll just work our way through. Righto, Aussie Japanese Yen. In nothing at the moment, no trades, good profit. The MACD Platinum is now below the zero level, so I can probably get rid of that grey line. The grey lines are just a warning, something I'm looking at. In this case, it was a potential sell. I didn't take it. It was just a high risk into the price is already in the MAs. The MACD was just on the zero level. I didn't take it. Now it's sort of found some support at this level here. Might bounce up again. Aussie New Zealand. Now this is one I'm in a couple of sequences. Sequence one here, and I'll probably mess this up. I had an opportunity to probably get out at break even, and I in this area up here on the buy, hedge sell, second buy. I missed it. I didn't get out. I probably should have. It's just that the MACD wasn't up to the zero level yet, and it's gone through and now rolled over. So now I'm in a second sequence here, and the sequence one is this one is hedged. So if you see a green line like this, normally means a big number. In this case, it's the 1.000, so parity. See our price come down, just touched it. Right, so I've got a sell on sequence two. You can read my notes, pause the video. I've already closed half and got a stop set under the entry level, so I can't lose on sequence two. So what I'm looking for now, I've started to draw green trend lines in, so there is potential at this stage, only potential regular bullish divergence forming. Now, if the MACD Platinum keeps on coming down, and this line goes below the 0 degrees, then I've just removed those lines. They're no longer valid. But in the meantime, it's looking like it's going to set up for a buy. So that way then I would take a third buy on sequence one, a bigger position size, break this hedge, and on sequence two, I'd probably bring my stop down a bit closer if I can. And then I could also look at taking a sequence three, a new buy trade based on the divergence and a valid buy signal. But we'll see how it goes. It's just early days yet, nothing forming. In the meantime, it's heading down. The break-even level's all the way down here. Don't worry about that too much. It's not really, it's just marked on the charts because that's where it is. I don't expect price to get that low anytime soon. But in the meantime, I expect this maybe to keep on dropping a little bit more, then cash in, add to my profit on this second sell, then look for a new buy and add to this sequence one buy. So there is a bit of a method there. Right, Aussie USD, let's have a look here. Grey line here. Now this is what I was saying about TradingView. The market's closed, so all the signals are being confirmed. With TradingView, it marks the new QMP filtered dot on the chart. You can see the MACD Platinum's got a green dot. You can just see it here. There is a green QMP filtered dot here. It's just on that support level. So on Monday, there's a new buy signal there. MT4, MT5 doesn't do that. So that's the one thing I like about TradingView, because I can plan for Monday. Now, because I can plan, I can start working out what I'm going to do. Now I've got sequence one, I've got sequence two on. So what I'm looking at now, on sequence one, I'll take a seventh buy. You can see that'll give me a plus 0.16. So that'll push me up there. Sequence two, I've got a second buy, because sequence two started with a buy, hedge sell, it'll be a second buy. And sequence three is a new buy, so I'll take a new buy here, and I will have a stop in place. It's this TBA, to be advised, I will have a stop. It'll be below this level somewhere here. I just haven't worked it out yet. This green dotted line is the 70-cent level, which is a big number. And as you can see, there's a blue line there too. And I didn't really need to draw, but you can see prices come up, bounced off it. Even over here, you can see it's struggled around the 70-cent level. So it is a big number. And price has gone up, bounced back down to it, back up, back down. Now it's a support level. So it's resistance here. It's now acting as support. That's what I'm basing this trade on. Plus the MAs are technically up. There's the 50, the 100 and the 240. But yeah, so that's new buy signal on Monday. That's a guarantee, unless the market gaps right down open on Monday morning, which I doubt. For me, the market opens at 4 a.m. local time on Monday. I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam, so central Vietnam. But I don't get out of bed until 6. So when I get out of bed, 2 hours after the market open. All right, I'm getting distracted looking at the window, looking at the surf. It's a big storm. The surf's actually pretty good. Right, that's the Aussie USD. So there's my plan of action there for Monday. Cad Swiss. Now this is one pair I've got myself in the poo with. As you all know, if you've watched any of my previous videos, if we zoom out, you'll see these 5 buy trades. They're marked on the chart here. They're back here. There's no horizontal lines for them. So I took 5 buy trades in here. That's sequence 1. It's not marked on the chart as such. They got away from me. I let them go. I should have dealt with them. I didn't. Now I've got them hanging. They're still there. It's really bad trading on my part, but I've made a mistake. Now I've got to work my way out of it. In the meantime, I'm looking at working this side of the chart, and I'm still not doing very well at that either. It's a pair that I'm struggling with. So sequence 2 here. One thing I've got to mention about the buy trades over to the left, there's positive swap. So I'm not losing any money on the swap. I'm only losing money on the actual trade. So I'm actually making a little bit of money on them. Eventually, if I left them for 10 years, I'd actually break even on them, surprisingly, unless interest rates change in either Canada or Switzerland drastically. But in the meantime, sequence 2, I'm trying to work my way out of that. And sequence 3 is a sell. So you can see this is sequence 2 here, sequence 3. So this yellow dashed line here is the sequence 2 break even. It's got to get down here. I'll be glad to see the back of that, to tell you the truth. It's starting to drag out too. In the meantime, I'm just trying to add to the profit, which is not really going up that much at all. It's only $392. Why it's marked on the chart as pink? Because this sell here, it was all taking sequence 3 was taking very close to the MACD Platinum 0 level. So I may look at just closing half of that out. As you can see, it's through the 0 level. Closing half of that out and putting the stop, tighten the stop right up. I just want to protect that position a bit, that's all. So that's what I'm looking at on Monday. Cad Yen, no trade. Oh yeah, I'm in a sell trade, sorry. Sell trade in here. This thing went against me. It's now in my favour. MACD Platinum still above the 0 level. There's no stop in place. It's based on hidden bearish divergence, as you can see by my notes there. The green line is the 80-cent level. So it's just a big number again. But it's sort of heading in the right direction. It's been a tough week on the daily charts. Right, Euro Aussie. What are we doing here? All right, sequence 1. It's the only trade I'm in at the moment. All right, we've got a sell signal coming on Monday. All right, so I'll just move that. You can see it there. Again, red QMP dot, red dot on the MACD Platinum. So we've got a sell signal coming on Monday. Now, I already had to go at the sell in here, the first one. It was very range bound, and I took a loss on that of $31. So that's sell trade there. You can see I've got some good profit in the bank here, $854. This sequence here, I haven't got the horizontal lines in it. It was just getting too tight on the chart. I've drawn a few of the recent ones, but not some of these older ones. So my first buy is all the way up here, and I've got a second buy, sell. You can read my notes for the trades. It's hedged at the moment, that sequence. So I'll take on Monday I'll take a 7th sell. You can see my sequence 1. Sequence 2 will be a new sell. There's regular divergence there, and the regular bearish divergence, and the stop will be advised. My concern is this blue line, which I'll probably extend along a little bit further. Hopefully we'll break down through that. But the MACD Platinum's above the 0 level, so definitely looking to sell. See if we can get out of this old sequence here eventually. Euro CAD in a buy here. It's been going nowhere. We initially didn't go very far. Bull candle, bullish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle. Tough going, I tell you. You see the pound, yeah, the pound pairs. Here we go. Here's the euro pound. There's a buy in here. Look at this big bearish candle. Now we're heading back up. So who knows? This green level is the 90-cent level. So the MACD platinum still below the 0 level. We're getting close to our entry. Euro yen. Now this is marked as pink. There was a sell signal here. I'm the nard about it. I didn't like the setup because we're trading into the MAs, etc. But it did have hidden bearish divergence there. I didn't take it, and the price went up, and I thought, here we go, that's good, I'm smart. Then the price started to come down, drawing this trend line, looking for a breakthrough this trend line. On Friday, it looked like it was going to break down, but now it's popped back up at the close of the market on the weekend. So we might still look for a sell here. That's what I'm saying, basically, in a nutshell. I didn't take it initially because of the risk, higher risk, but it's still a valid sell signal at the moment. So if it breaks this trend line cleanly, then I'll be looking for a sell, possibly. Euro New Zealand in a sell here. This is my second game. My first one I lost $60. Yep. And this is this thing's range bound. Have a look at this. This is just like, look at these dots. It's just terrible. Red, green, red, green, red. And yeah, it's got to break eventually. That's what I'm getting at. If it breaks through this blue level, that'd be great. It's all very tight in here. You've got to be in it to win it. Euro USD. This is one I'm currently in a hedge on, so you can see break even not applicable as hedged. I took a sell here. It was a high risk trade. You can see my notes there. The MACD platinum is right on the 0 level. We're into the MAs. You've got your hidden bearish divergence there. That's why I didn't have a stop. As soon as it went to a buy signal, I took the hedge buy. So at the moment I'm locking in a loss between these two lines. Waiting, the MACD platinum's above the 0 level, so now I'm looking for a sell. Remember, when it's above the 0 level, I'm looking to sell. When it's below the 0 level, I'm looking to buy. Hopefully I caught that signal there. That's a great signal. Anyway, I digress. Pound Aussie. All right, Monday. Oh, I have not marked that on the chart. All right, Monday we've got a new sell coming up. You can see it there, clear as day. In the meantime, I'm in this buy, which is good because I lost some money on the last sell. Now I've got a buy here. So what I'm going to do on Monday, you can see my notes here. Sell, sequence 1, move the stop up to 181,315. So I'll be moving, as long as it doesn't gap down drastically, I'm moving the stop up to lock in more profit on this buy. I took a loss of $80 on that first sell here. I'm going to take a second sell, and the stop will be above this high somewhere. I'll advise you at the time. So I'll take a new sell on Monday in here somewhere, hopefully, and this stop will be moved up tighter, a little bit tighter. And see how we go. The pound pairs have been a bit hard to trade. They're sort of all over the place. There's Brexit news, and there's a good example. Pound CAD, you know, like it's one I messed up. You can read my notes here. I changed my version of my QMP filter after I entered the trades, which some of these trades don't line up with dots on the QMP filter. There's 2 extra trades in there. So now I've got to work my way out of it. We were heading up towards my break-even level, but more Brexit news. It's just turned the pound around again in the last 2 days, so I'm not sure which way it's going. In the meantime, I've just got to be patient. It's a pair I don't look, I haven't made a great deal on it. It's anything to do with the Canadian dollar. I love Canada, I love my Canadian friends, but geez, I struggle trading anything to do with the Canadian dollar on the daily time frames. So we're basically plus 0.16, and there's my overall break even up there, and it's getting close, but not once I get it, I'm just going to get out of it. Pound Swiss. Now see, this is one that, again, there's a buy signal on Thursday, and I didn't take it. It was just all too tight, too messy, and it's just a warning signal because there's a red dot on the MACD platinum now. I'm in a sell from here, so it's good. So it's heading down again, and I'll just leave my stop in there. So there's nothing happening on this at the moment. I did lose some money on the 3 previous sell attempts. So these grey lines here is sell, 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 lost, lost, lost. Then eventually nailed the 4th one. And I probably, if I got out of my 4th trade down here somewhere, I probably recovered most of those losses. So I'm just trying to hopefully ride a big trend and do the same. All right, so it's a pair I don't mind trading. There's good profit on it. All right, pound yen in a sell trade here based on hidden bearish divergence. As you can see, the MAs are all very tight, and it's gone against me initially. Now it's starting to head down. The MACD platinum still above the 0 level, heading down, which is good. Pound New Zealand. Now this is a pair that does give me some grief, and I thought I was getting close to getting out of it. All right, let's have a look. You can see my notes here. We've got a sell signal on. Just pause this video while I fix this up. Right, back on it. Just had some technical issues there. All right, on Monday we have a sell signal coming up. Now we'll start with sequence 4. That's the easiest one. That was a buy in here. Its stop is in place there, so that will probably be stopped out, I'd say, Monday morning. So that's, can't lose on that. So that's sweet. Sequence 4 is good. So you can see here my notes: sell signal, sequence 4, do nothing. Now sequence 1, 2, and 3 are all currently hedged. These are big sequences going back from a long time ago. 1, 2, and 3. They're all hedged. You can pause the video, read my notes, see all the trades there. So I will add to each of those sequences on Monday morning. See sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3. There's my notes there. Sequence 5, I'll take a new sell signal. There's a resistance level here, or technically a bit of a regular bearish divergence. Sell, MACD platinum's above the 0 level. I know it's all very messy, the chart. I did have a sell in here. I lost. Recent sell was $37 loss. So I'll take a new sell here, and hopefully we'll get down and get some money. We'll get a break-even level for all these trades down here somewhere. And in the meantime, you can see my profit to date, 7,029. It's a big earner for me, but I'm in a lot of sequences, and I'm going to use some of this money probably to take a hit eventually. But in the meantime, I want to try and work my way out of these sequences. I could probably take all these new trades and price keeps on going down. If it got close to break even, I'll just take the hit on the swap, and even if I lost $1,000, I'm still $6,000 in profit on this pair. There's a lot of trades. It gets a bit, not so much stressful. They're all, it's not huge position sizes. There's a lot of hedging there, and you look at it at the moment. Currently, all these trades, I'm overall plus 0.01. But once I take these 3 sell trades, it'll bring me up to 76, 77 with the new sell trade. So it's a fair position size. So we'll just keep on plodding along. Pound USD in a sell followed by a hedge buy. You can see my notes. So I'm currently hedged at the moment. Can't lose anything. The grey line's drawn there because there's a new red dot on the MACD platinum above the 0 level. There is no red QMP dot yet. So the MACD platinum's gone first. Remember, the QMP filter is a combination of the MACD platinum and the QQE advanced, which is not displayed on my chart. Good profit on the pound also, $9,000. New Zealand CAD, I'm in a buy. I took the buy in here. It's gone against me. My stop was never touched. Good. And starting to head up in the right direction now. I took a buy in here also, and I lost $14, so I'm trying to recover some of that in the process. Broke this trend line up through there. Probably could have added to it a second time. Didn't do it. It's doing all right, making some profit on this pair. New Zealand yen in a sell back here. I wasn't a buyer. I closed that out. It's all good. That's a 70-cent level, so it's a big number. The sell's got a stop in place, can't lose on that. Doing all right, so it's not a fast mover, and this one I just pick it dollars off. I wouldn't say at will, that be just being bit too cocky, but it's not a hard pair to trade, the New Zealand yen. Right, New Zealand USD, it's another pair I like trading, like the Aussie. USD. I'm stuck in a sequence from a long time ago and I'm having a little bit of trouble getting out of it. As you can see, my notes at the moment, the break even's up above the fold, you can't see it, and we're doing all right. We're making a few dollars on it. We just keep on chipping away at this one, and every time a new trade presents, we'll just take a little bit more off the table, add it to our profit, and eventually we'll work out of this sequence one. It's not a pair I get too concerned about. I'll skip the USD Swiss franc. We'll go to the USD Japanese yen. In a sell here, it's a pair I like trading, but it's been tough going on the daily charts for the last few months. There hasn't been any sort of decent moves. Just picking off little bits when I can. In a sell at the moment, it's got to this support level here. I've closed half and stops under my entry level, so I can't lose on there. The MACD platinum's below the zero level. So if I did get a buy, for example, in here, even though the trend is technically down, if I did get a buy, I'd be very tempted to take it based on this big support level here, triple bottom, whatever you want to call it. I love those sort of setups. And so does the whole planet. Is it self-fulfilling? Who knows? But yeah, it's a genuine. Right, one pair that does my head in. USD Swiss franc. If you've watched any of my videos, you will know the grief I'm having with this. I'm in 3 sequences at the moment. Break even's way down here somewhere for all of them. So you can see the notes. I'll just move them around so a bit easy. You can see my break-even levels. The good thing is now I'm starting to get a bit of a trend movement down, and my last trade was this sell up here. So that's good, because what happens now, if this reverses to the buy side, then I can close out those last 3 sell trades on all these sequences and basically just reverse my position, take new buys to replace that sell. And with the last sell trade being the big position size and in profit, it adds to my profit. So in the meantime, I've got $5,035, so it's good profit on this pair, but it's going to take a lot of work because these trades are all spread out so far. And I've been in this area here. I was getting a bit, not stressed, but getting a bit peeved with it all. Now we've got a decent move down, which is good. Hopefully it'll continue. In the meantime, I'm drawing these trend lines in here, just adjusting them. At the moment, it's regular bullish divergence, but it hasn't been confirmed. And we've got the reason for the grey vertical line is there's a new green dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level. So it's giving me a heads up. There's a possible buy coming. Not necessarily going to happen, but it's possibly setting up. Ideally, I'd like to see this drop, keep on dropping, so I can get as much profit from this last trade, sell trade as possible. Then we look to go up to the buy side. So I hope that makes sense. It's a pair. Once I'm done with, I'm removing it from my watch list. I've always struggled on the daily charts with the USD Swiss franc. Don't know why. It's just one of those pairs. Swiss pairs. Aussie Swiss and the USD Swiss, yeah, I'm ditching them. I've already ditched the New Zealand Swiss. I had that on here. The only one I'll keep is the pound Swiss, because I like the move of the pound. All right, so that's it for the charts. So I'll bring that back up again so you can have a read of that if you're wondering what any of the lines. Now you've seen the video. Like I say, all these trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet. There's a link to that spreadsheet. It's on Google Drive. It'll be in the description of the video. Everyone's more than welcome to join the Facebook group, Telegram channels, etc. You're more than welcome to ask any questions, post your own trades. Doesn't have to be my stuff. Love to see how other traders look at the markets and how they think. So that's it. We've got sunny day today. It is nearly 1 p.m. I'll get this video uploaded, then I'll go for a beach walk. Then I've got some football to watch this today, and yeah. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe wherever you are. Cheers.